Can you imagine waiting over 4 decades for a hidden treasure to finally be revealed? Well, for fans of Bruce Springsteen, the wait is officially over. The legendary artist is set to unleash the long-rumored electric version of his iconic 1982 album, Nebraska, an album many have dubbed one of rock's most fascinating lost projects. But here's the twist that has the music world buzzing. This isn't just a simple reissue. It's an unveiling of a musical what-if, a parallel universe to Springsteen's haunting original. Let's back up. In the early 80s, Bruce Springsteen was known for grand cinematic rock records like Born to Run and The River. But Nebraska took a shocking turn. Instead of heading into a glitzy studio, Springsteen hunkered down in his New Jersey bedroom, armed with nothing but a basic 4-track tape recorder. Rather than lush, band-backed arrangements, fans got stark, lonely recordings, music that felt more like spectral confessions than stadium anthems. Even after experimenting with studio versions, Springsteen admitted those polished takes couldn't capture the chilling intimacy he'd found in his home recordings. Against the advice and expectations of his label and some of his audience, he stuck to his guns and released the bare-bones originals. And this is the part most people miss. For all its stripped-down sound and raw vulnerability, Nebraska still soared into the top 3 in both the U.S. and U.K., cementing its reputation as one of Springsteen's most distinctive and influential records. It's often cited by artists across genres as a blueprint for music that values honesty over mass production. Until recently, it was almost legendary to believe that a full electric Nebraska session ever existed. As late as June, Springsteen himself was playfully denying its existence, telling Rolling Stone he remembered nothing about such versions and assuring fans their archives held no such collection. But here's where things get controversial. Springsteen later did an about-face admitting upon checking their archives there indeed was an electric Nebraska record, though it wasn't a complete, finished set. Now, after all these years, those long-buried studio versions are set to make their official debut. They will be included in a lavish 5-disc expanded edition of Nebraska, ready to hit shelves on October 17, and available both on CD and vinyl. The centerpiece? An entire disc of electrified renditions, featuring new takes on songs like Nebraska, Atlantic City, Mansion on the Hill, Johnny 99, Open All Night, and Reason to Believe. But that's not all. Springsteen fans will find studio versions of classics like Downbound Train and Born in the U.S.A., tracks that would become instantly recognizable anthems when re-recorded for his 1984 mega-hit album of the same name. And here's a detail sure to ignite debate. The electric Nebraska version of Born in the U.S.A., already released, with its darker vocal styling and brooding country rock edge, sounds like a completely different song compared to the fist-pumping hit everyone knows. Will fans embrace this moodier take or stick with the chart-topping classic? If that's not enough to stir excitement, the deluxe edition doesn't stop there. It also features a new 2025 remaster of the original Nebraska, a treasure trove of outtakes including never-before-heard tracks like Gun in Every Home, Child Bride, and On the Prowl, as well as a Blu-ray and concert recording from New Jersey's own Count Basie Theater, a sweet nod to Springsteen's roots. The timing is no accident either. The release aligns with the premiere of Deliver Me from Nowhere, a hotly anticipated biopic directed by Scott Cooper. Jeremy Allen White steps into Springsteen's shoes with a cast that brings Springsteen's world to life, shining a light on the pressures of his meteoric rise and his relentless drive to create an album that honored his original vision. Will this film deepen our appreciation for Nebraska's legacy or reveal the hidden struggles behind its creation? If you think Springsteen's vault has been emptied, think again. Just this past June, he dropped Tracks 2, The Lost Albums, a massive collection of 7 previously unreleased albums, giving fans a new look into his artistic journey. And here's something worth arguing about. Springsteen has openly teased the arrival of Tracks 3, a box set focusing on individual rare tracks rather than full lost albums. He's finished compiling it, and while he hints it could come out in the next 3 years, the exact timing remains up in the air. So music lovers, here's the million-dollar question. Will these electric versions of Nebraska enhance or overshadow the mystique of the original? Do projects like these honor an artist's legacy, or do they risk diluting what made the first release so iconic? And does uncovering long-lost recordings change your perspective on the music you thought you knew? I'd love to hear your take. Are you excited, skeptical, or somewhere in between? Share your thoughts, hot takes, or bold predictions in the comments below. Let's get the debate started.